hate speech on the platform is up. Do you believe that X and you have some responsibility to moderate hate speech on the platform? That you wouldn't have to answer these questions from reporters about the Great Replacement Theory as it relates to Democrats?
I don't have to answer these questions.
The Great Replacement Theory as it relates to Jewish people. Do you think that?
I don't have to answer questions from reporters. Don, the only reason I'm doing this interview is because you're on the X platform and you asked for it. Otherwise, I would not do this interview.
So you don't think? Do you think that you wouldn't get in trouble or you wouldn't be criticized for these things?
I'm
or
criticized
that
constantly. I could care less.
What a snowflake. What a...
All right, guys. So you got the hens on The View, the chickens on The View, where there's 5 snowflakes, 2 fake Republicans, and the others. So they have Don Lemonade on as their guest because Don Lemonade got fired on day 1 from X for biting the hand that feeds him. And the idiot and moron, can't take a hint, right? He got fired from CNN and he's still acting like a CNN anchor. Yeah. So I need to listen to this because this is freaking hilarious. Listen to this, guys. Listen to this.
A snowflake.
First of all, Joey Reid, you calling him a snowflake. I would dare you to sit in front of Elon Musk and he will wash you like a dirty rag and toss you out because that's what you are.
Wow. I could use some
Please
snowflakes
welcome
right now.
Don Lemon.
Joy, let me just say that I was determined to get a reason to have the fan is because I jumped out of the car sitting in traffic at Times Square.
Yeah.
No, at Herald Square. I jumped out of the car, got on the subway, and ran 8 blocks just to be with you ladies.
Did you really?
I did.
I'm glad you explained it because TMC is going to be...
TMZ is outside, by the way.
Now Don Lemon's running down the streets of New York like a crazy man. Okay, so before we get to what happened exactly, let's back it up a bit. Because when you left CNN last year, Elon Musk actively courted...
When you left CNN last year, he was fired, you moron. He was let go of CNN. He didn't leave. He didn't get up and leave. They fired him. You see how they try to protect one another, stupidly?
You to be on Twitter, X, whatever he calls it. Have you considered doing a show, he said, on this platform? Maybe worth a try. Audience is much bigger, said Elon Musk. But everyone knows how controversial Musk is. So I have to ask you, didn't you know this was going to end badly? He's, Musk is not really,
I went into this with my eyes open. And look, this is just an old saying in the South. And they say, you knew I was a snake before you picked me up.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he's a snake, but I'm just saying that it's relative to this. So I went into this with my eyes open. But truly, I went into it with the best of intentions. I heard your conversation just briefly about independence. I am an independent, regardless of what people think. Elon Musk thinks I'm on the left or what have you. I'm an independent. I believe in free speech.
You are not independent. You're the leftist nutcase that everybody can't stand. You are not independent, bro. You nowhere near independent. You're so far left, you bet to fall off the cliff.
I believe that people have the right to say whatever they want to say, but
with moderation.
Consequences for it when you say it. Right. So I took them at their word. They courted me for months.
Yeah.
And when their new CEO came aboard, she courted me. Their management team courted me. They sweetened the deals with incentives. And I said that was the biggest and best place for me to launch a show. And because you know what's happening with television now and what have you, it's shrinking.
Yeah.
But I thought, why seed Twitter or X is one of the biggest social media platforms in the world, one of the biggest information platforms in the world. Why cede that platform to extremists? Yeah. So I wanted to get on there and I wanted to fight it out.
So why is BLM on there? Why is Antifa on there? Why is Khamenei on there? Why is Taliban on there? These are all extremists, right? But you like them because they fall within your ideology. They're Marxists, they're socialists, and they're communists. These are the 3 trifectas of the Democrats. No? You don't believe me?
everyone could have a voice.
Yeah, and they were basically begging you to do it.
Yeah. They were.
They were not begging him to do it. They were not begging him to do it. Trust me, they were not begging him to do it. He is so desperate to launch his show. He is so desperate to be relevant again. And I'm going to show you why.
And you did it even though a lot of your friends told you were crazy.
Like you.
Thank you.
Like you.
I did too.
But so Elon Musk famously claims to be a big proponent of free speech. He refers to himself as a free speech absolutist. He calls X the digital town squares.
Yeah.
And he willingly agreed to this interview that you asked for. And said that there were no restrictions. So what exactly happened? What set him off? And then he sends this terse text to your agent saying, contract is canceled. What was your reaction?
Oh, the law doesn't really work like that, Elon. But go ahead.
Well, all right, we'll talk about that, because there's a lot going on about that. What happened, really, look, I would say that is, that's a good question for Elon Musk, because he knows who Don Lemon is. He knew who I was. He asked me to come on the platform. He offered incentives and money. They agreed to a deal. They flew me out to Las Vegas to announce this at CES. They trotted me out in front of clients, in front of advertisers. I went.
And then you bit the hand that fed you. And that's exactly what happened.
To the X and the Twitter offices to do client meetings and to try to entice advertisers back to the platform. So I was a good soldier. I was doing my job. So what happened? I think it was just uncomfortable for him to sit in front of someone and actually have to answer questions, to be held accountable.
Right.
To be held accountable. All right, here it is, guys. Elon Musk compares Don Lemon to Spoiled Charlie and the Chocolate Factory character. Basically, Don Lemon had bunch of demands from Elon to be on his platform, right? So let's read this real quick. Elon escalates his war of words with former CNN host Don Lemon, comparing him to a spoiled child. Don, Veruca Salt, Lemon, Musk. Musk posted on Friday, likening Lemon to the outrageously indulged character in the Roald Dahl classic Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. The jab comes after the Post reported Lemon had made extravagant demands on Musk as part of a deal to host a talk show on the platform. And then Musk puts what Don Lemon was asking for, the crybaby. Among the ask were a $5 million upfront payment on top of an $8 million salary and an equity stake in the social media platform. Lemon also apparently insisted on a free Tesla Cybertruck, a private jet to Las Vegas, complete with a suite for him and his fiancée, and that the company paid for the day drinking and massages. Though his move to X was announced to much fanfare in January, the show collapsed after Lemon and Musk held a continuous interview. While Lemon has promised to release the full interview on March 18th, leaked snippet shows several tasty exchanges, right? So Don Lemon bit the hand that fed him, and Elon Musk, he did him right. He invited him to the platform. He's like, hey, bro, you want to come and do this here? Do it here. Elon agreed to have an interview with with Don. But Don decided to be a liberal dumbass and grill Elon Musk on certain things that Don didn't like himself about X. Right? So if you don't like the platform, what would you even consider or think about joining the platform? You could have just simply said, no, Elon, I don't see eye to eye with you. I don't like the way you handle your platform. So no, thank you. I will take my business elsewhere. I will go to my YouTube. I will go to somewhere else where I'm more comfortable. But Mr. Greedy, who obviously is oppressed, demanding $8 million salary and $5 million upfront and a free Tesla truck Cybertruck and a free day trip to Vegas, all expenses paid, day of drinking and all that stuff. No. And it comes out and calls Elon a butthurt individual for canceling his contract. No, bro, that's not how it works, okay? First of all, Elon, I'm sure there was nothing signed at the time. I think there were just verbal agreements, but nothing on paper. And I'm 100% know Elon what he's doing. And thanks to Elon, thank you for doing this to these liberal establishment individuals, okay? These people will never learn their lesson. All they do is boohoo, whine, and cry. And cry and cry and boohoo and whine and whine and whine. And now he's gonna play the race card. I'm black. I'm oppressed. I'm this. You're irrelevant. You are irrelevant in this society at this point. Okay, 100% irrelevant. So, Lemon, go away. Nobody cares about you anymore. Nobody really cares about you. You had your shot and you blew it, and this is the outcome of it. So now, this is how low you are. This is how low you went. You actually appeared on CNN, the network that fired you, with a smile on your face. If I would have been fired from CNN, I would have given CNN the finger and the host the finger and everybody else in CNN the finger for firing me, and I will never go back to that network. Period. I don't give a damn about anything else. But, that's who Lemon is. He sells lemonade for a living.